In this slide, we want to talk a little bit about some guidelines for effective crisis communication. It's not always about what you say, but it's about how you say it. Most of these things we've already talked about earlier in the presentation, so I won't go through all of them, but the one that I really want to highlight here the most is this: creating a one-on-one, minimizing the audience, and be aware of your location, whether we are in the building physically or doing this virtually. Creating a one-on-one is important. You want to eliminate an audience as much as you can. So if you can create a one-on-one, or you can eliminate that audience, that will really make a big difference in whether you are successful in de-escalating aggressive behavior. So you want to make sure you know how to mute a class, how to mute a student, how to exit a student out of a virtual classroom, so that if the aggression is going or the behaviors are not going the way that you think they should be going, you can create that one-on-one or eliminate an audience. That's all they're thriving on. They're feeding on their audience that they're having virtually. So if you can cut off that audience and they're not able to speak or be seen anymore, then the whole point of the behavior has went out the window. A lot of these other things we have already spoke on. We already talked about staying calm, aware, and respectful. We talked about timing and how important that is. Make empathetic statements when possible. All right, empathy is really, really important when dealing with young people. But here's another really good point: avoid advice and quick fixes. This is really important, especially with our older kids, because again, we want them to be their own risk managers. So we don't want to be talking so much and we're talking more than the student. We want to avoid giving quick advice. We want them to use their critical thinking skills to figure out what is the best way to get myself out of the situation. Again, we're promoting choice and trust to allow them to make better choices.